Welcome back to our channel History Coins HD. As you that old is gold, but these rare Lincoln Wheat penny coin that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Coin number 1. Today I am going to share something truly exciting with you, a story about one of the most fascinating coins ever minted in the United States. This coin is none other than the rare Lincoln Wheat penny from 1944 with the Denver Mint mark. If you are passionate about coins, then listen closely, because what I am about to tell you can spark your imagination and maybe even inspire you to check your own collection carefully. The uniqueness and rarity of this coin are so extraordinary that you won't want to miss a single word of this video. The 1944 VDB Wheat penny carries a mystery and a charm that makes collectors chase after it with great enthusiasm. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary penny, but its history and errors make it something far more valuable than a simple cent. During the Second World War, the United States Mint experimented with different metals for coin production. In 1943, pennies were made of steel coated with zinc, but in 1944 the mint returned to copper. However, a small number of coins were mistakenly struck on leftover steel planchets. When you find a 1944 penny with a D mint mark from Denver, struck on the wrong metal or showing minting errors, you are looking at a true treasure that is almost impossible to replace. Collectors love this coin because it tells a story of an era when the nation was at war and every resource was precious. It is not just a coin, it is a piece of living history in the palm of your hand. The details of the wheat reverse design and Lincoln's portrait on the front bring back that sense of pride and sacrifice of the 1940s. And when you add in the rarity of minting errors like wrong planchets, double dies, or unusual strikes, the value climbs higher and higher, making it one of the most sought-after coins in American numismatics. Now, if you are a collector or even a beginner stepping into this beautiful hobby, here is an important tip. Always pay close attention to small details of your coins. A tiny difference, like the metal composition or a faint doubling in the lettering, can be the key that turns an ordinary penny into a fortune. Handle your coins carefully, store them in protective cases, and if you suspect you have a rare variety, get it checked by a professional grader. The demand for rare pennies like the 1944 D with errors is so high in auctions and markets that a well-preserved piece can set record prices. Imagine going to a coin show or browsing through an estate sale and finding one of these gems waiting to be discovered. That thrill is what keeps collectors passionate and always searching for the next big find. This coin is not just rare, it is highly desirable because of its fascinating story, its error possibilities, and the fact that very few are known to exist. That scarcity is what drives collectors to bid fiercely when one comes up for sale. In recent years, the 1944 VDB Wheat penny with rare error features has sold in major coin auctions for a staggering value of over $1 million. Yes, you heard it right, a penny selling for more than $1 million in places like California and New York auctions has shocked even seasoned collectors, proving that this small coin is one of the giants of American numismatic history. So my friends, check your collections carefully, dig out those old coin jars, and never overlook a simple wheat penny. You might just be holding a piece that could change your life. The rare 1944 VDB Wheat penny has already become a legend among collectors, and if you were lucky enough to find one, you will know the true meaning of treasure hunting. Thank you for watching and staying with me through this exciting journey. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share your own coin stories in the comments. Stay tuned for more thrilling discoveries from the world of rare coins, and as always, happy collecting! Coin number 2. I have something truly exciting that you do not want to miss. We are going to dive deep into the fascinating story of the United States rare Lincoln Wheat penny from 1941 with the Denver Mint mark. This little coin may seem like an ordinary cent at first glance, but what lies beneath is a tale of history, errors, and rarity that makes it a treasure worth talking about. If you are a collector or even someone who just enjoys learning about hidden gems of American coinage, stay tuned till the very end, because I am going to reveal its surprising market value that has stunned collectors at auctions. The 1941 VDB Wheat penny belongs to a time when the United States was on the edge of World War II. Resources were being shifted, industries were changing, and the mint was still producing coins that would circulate heavily in the booming economy. The Denver Mint struck millions of pennies in 1941, but here's where the thrill comes in. Among these regular issues, certain coins carry errors or unique minting characteristics that turn them into rare finds. It is these errors and well-preserved conditions that make the 1941 Lincoln Wheat Penny so special and so desirable in today's collector market. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that has survived over 8 decades. Many of them were spent countless times in shops, in savings jars, and even in wartime ration purchases. Most of those coins are now worn out and damaged. But a few of them have managed to survive in beautiful condition, untouched by circulation, shining with their original luster. And when you find one of these coins with errors like doubled dies in the lettering, repunched mint marks, or striking irregularities, the value multiplies instantly. Collectors go crazy over these details because they know they are looking at something incredibly rare, something you simply cannot reproduce today. Now, let me give you an example. At coin shows and auctions in cities like Chicago and Dallas, collectors have placed aggressive bids for 1941 Wheat pennies with clean details and special minting errors. The competition is fierce because serious collectors understand just how few of these exist. Some pennies have sold at auction houses like Heritage and Stax for astonishing prices, setting records that surprise even longtime coin dealers. This shows you the demand is real and the passion for this coin is alive and growing every single year. If you are a collector or someone just starting, here is an important tip for you. Always examine your coins carefully with a magnifier. The 1941 Wheat penny often has interesting varieties like a repunched D mint mark, which looks like a shadow of the letter D stamped twice. Such varieties are highly collectible and worth a premium. Another tip is to always check the surfaces of the coin. If it has that brilliant original red or reddish-brown shine, the value skyrockets compared to darker or heavily circulated examples. Protect your coins by keeping them in airtight holders because condition is everything when it comes to coins like this. The uniqueness of this penny is not only in its history but also in the excitement it brings to collectors. People chase after it because it tells the story of America at the brink of change, and because every now and then, one of these rare varieties pops up and shocks the market with its selling price. The thrill of maybe finding one in your own collection is what keeps coin hunting so exciting. Imagine checking through a roll of old wheat pennies and pulling out a 1941 with a clear mint error. That's the kind of discovery that coin collectors dream about, and it happens more often than you would believe. Now comes the part you have been waiting for, the actual value of this rare coin. A 1941 Lincoln Wheat penny in pristine uncirculated condition, especially with mint errors or repunched mint marks, has been known to sell for as much as $15,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $15,000 for a penny that once bought candy or bread. At major auctions in New York and Los Angeles, collectors have paid these staggering amounts to secure one of the finest examples, proving that this coin is not just pocket change but a real treasure in American numismatics. So my friends, never underestimate the power of the wheat penny. Dig into your coin jars, ask your family about old collections, and keep your eyes open because you never know what you might discover. The 1941 Wheat penny has already become a legend in coin collecting, and if you were lucky enough to find one, it could turn out to be the most valuable penny in your collection. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video and want to discover more hidden treasures of American history, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and may your next coin be a rare one that changes your life. Coin number 3. I bring you another fascinating story from the world of American coins, a story that every collector should listen to very carefully. We are going to explore the United States Lincoln Wheat penny from the year 1947, a coin that holds far more mystery and value than most people could ever imagine. Do not blink and do not skip because I will tell you about its uniqueness, its rarity, and the errors that make it one of the most exciting pennies to look out for. If you are a collector or even just someone curious about valuable coins, you are going to love this journey. The 1947 Lincoln Wheat penny was struck just 2 years after the end of the Second World War, a time when America was rebuilding, industries were shifting, and the mint was in full swing producing millions of coins for a booming post-war economy. Now at first, the 1947 penny may seem like just another cent, but history has shown us that small details can transform an ordinary coin into a treasure. Collectors know very well that this year brought not only regular issues but also certain errors and rare variations that are today worth serious money. What makes this coin so fascinating is the combination of age, condition, and unique minting mistakes that occurred. In 1947, pennies were struck at 3 different mints, but the Denver and San Francisco issues have given collectors some incredible surprises. There are repunched mint marks where the DRS looks doubled, there are doubled die varieties where parts of the lettering or Lincoln's features look shadowed or repeated, and there are even off-center strikes that make the coin look misaligned. Each one of these errors turns the coin into something much more than pocket change. It becomes a rare collectible that sparks competition among serious numismatists. Think about it this way: millions of 1947 pennies were used in everyday transactions, buying bread, newspapers, and candies, but very few have survived in pristine uncirculated condition. And among those, only a small fraction carry these rare errors. That is why when one appears in the market, collectors bid aggressively. In auctions held in places like Dallas and New York, these coins have been known to bring incredible attention and fetch prices that stun newcomers to the hobby. Now, if you are a collector or someone thinking about becoming one, here is an important tip. Always examine the mint mark on your 1947 wheat pennies. Look closely with a magnifier because a repunched mint mark is a real gem. Also study the lettering on Liberty and In God We Trust. A doubled die will show a clear doubling effect, and that means the value of your penny just went way up. Another tip is to focus on the color and luster of the coin. If your 1947 penny still has its original red shine from the day it was struck, collectors will pay a serious premium for it. Always protect your coins with holders or flips to keep them safe from scratches because every little detail matters when it comes to condition. This coin continues to excite collectors because it represents more than money. It is a piece of American history captured in copper. It is a reminder of post-war America, of families saving pennies in jars, and of a time when every cent had weight and meaning. And when one of these rare varieties shows up, it feels like stepping back in time and holding a piece of that history in your hands. That is why the 1947 wheat penny is not just a coin, it is a symbol of survival, of uniqueness, and of opportunity for anyone lucky enough to find it. Now let us come to the part you are waiting for, the true market value of this coin. A rare 1947 Lincoln Wheat Penny in perfect uncirculated condition with a strong mint error, such as a double die or a repunched mint mark, has been sold for as much as $9,000 in major auctions. Yes, you heard that right, $9,000 for a single penny that was once used in everyday life. Collectors in cities like Chicago and Los Angeles have paid these staggering prices just to secure this rare beauty for their collections. So my friends, keep searching through your coin jars, your old family savings, and any rolls of pennies you can find. Because the next time you spot a 1947 wheat penny, it could be one of those rare error coins that changes your collection forever. This is why coin collecting is such a thrilling adventure. You never know when a simple penny can turn out to be a hidden fortune. Thank you so much for watching and being a part of this journey into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this story about the 1947 wheat penny, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another treasure story. Stay curious, stay passionate, and as always, happy collecting. Coin number 4. I want to take you into the world of one of the most fascinating treasures of American coinage, the United States of America Lincoln Wheat Penny of 1949. This is not just a penny you would see in regular change, this is a piece of history, a coin that carries a story of rarity, uniqueness, and true collector's passion. If you are a coin lover or treasure hunter, stay with me until the very end because what I'm about to share will open your eyes to why this 1949 wheat penny is so highly desired and how it has turned into a prize for collectors all across America and beyond. When we talk about the Lincoln Wheat Penny series, minted from 1909 to 1958, every year has its own charm, but the 1949 edition stands out for its specific details and hidden rarities. This coin was minted after the great turmoil of World War II when America was moving into a new era, and every detail of this coin reflects the craftsmanship of that time. What makes it thrilling is that while millions were minted, only a handful remain in extraordinary condition today, making them valuable jewels for those lucky enough to find them. Collectors are especially drawn to the 1949 penny because of the rare mint errors that appeared that year. You can find double die obverse examples where the lettering on In God We Trust or Liberty shows a clear doubling effect. Some coins were struck off-center or on defective planchets, and these error types are like gold to collectors. Imagine holding a penny that carries a mistake from over 70 years ago, yet that very flaw makes it worth hundreds or even thousands today depending on grade and condition. Now, for those of you who are wondering about the value, listen carefully because this is where the excitement grows. A regular 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny in well-circulated condition may only be worth a few dollars, but once you step into uncirculated mint state grades, the numbers change dramatically. At auctions, collectors have paid as much as $2,000 for pristine examples of this penny in gem condition. Imagine finding such a coin in your collection and realizing its original market value can reach into the thousands when sold to the right collector or auction house in cities like New York or Chicago, where demand for rare American coins is always sky high. For collectors, my best tip is this: never overlook any 1949 penny that comes your way. Examine it carefully under a magnifying glass, look at the lettering, the date, and even the rim, because hidden errors often reveal themselves in the smallest details. Always preserve them properly in protective holders because condition is everything in the coin market. A coin kept shiny and untouched by scratches is always going to command a higher price compared to one that was passed around in change. And remember, the demand for wheat pennies never fades, it only grows stronger with time as more collectors join the hobby. The unique features of the 1949 wheat penny make it not just another piece of copper, but a true collectible treasure. From its post-war historical significance to its rare errors and the soaring auction prices it achieves, this coin is one that every collector dreams of having in their collection. It tells a story of America, of craftsmanship, and of the hidden gems that can still be found in the most unexpected places. So if you ever come across a 1949 Lincoln Wheat penny, hold on to it tightly because you might just be holding a coin worth as much as $2,000. Yes, that's right. This little 1-cent piece has sold for thousands in major auctions and continues to remain in high demand with collectors everywhere. This is why the 1949 wheat penny is considered a true star of American coinage, a penny that is worth much more than its face value, and a coin that proves how history and value come together in the palm of your hand. Coin number 5. I want to share with you something truly exciting from the world of American coins, and that is the rare and fascinating United States of America Lincoln Wheat penny from the year 1950 with the Denver Mint mark. This coin is more than just a piece of copper, it is a treasure that speaks of history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. If you are a coin collector or even someone just starting to get curious about coins, stay with me till the very end because what I'm about to tell you will make you see why this coin is one that collectors all over the world keep searching for. The Lincoln Wheat Penny series is one of the most beloved and collected coin series in the history of the United States, and the 1950D edition holds a special place because of its unique features and the story it tells. Produced at the Denver Mint, this coin may look simple at first glance, but once you understand the rarity and the hidden errors that can be found on some examples, you'll realize why it can command impressive prices in the collector market. Every detail from the bold portrait of Abraham Lincoln to the classic wheat stalks on the reverse carries with it a touch of American history that collectors adore. Now let's talk about the part that excites coin lovers the most, the rarities and the errors. The 1950D penny is famous among error hunters because some coins were struck with doubling on the obverse where the letters "In Liberty" or "In God We Trust" show a double die effect. Others have off-center strikes that make them look unusual yet highly collectible. Even small variations in the minting process, such as repunched mint marks where the D was struck more than once, add to their desirability and value. These are the little secrets that turn an ordinary penny into a rare prize that can bring joy to collectors and investors alike. For collectors who are serious about building a strong collection, my tip is never to underestimate the 1950D penny. Always check carefully for any signs of errors, doubling, or misstrikes, because those tiny details can transform a penny into a fortune. Preservation is also key, so keep your coins in protective holders and avoid touching them with bare hands because fingerprints and scratches lower the value. And remember, auction houses and coin shows across America, from Dallas to Los Angeles, have seen these coins sell for impressive amounts, which means the demand is always high for those who own fine examples. The unique features of the 1950D wheat penny make it shine in the world of collectibles. It represents not only a piece of American coinage history but also an opportunity for collectors to own something both rare and valuable. Its connection to the post-war era, the striking details of Lincoln's design, and the fascinating mint errors that occurred make it a coin that is loved by serious numismatists and new collectors alike. Now here comes the thrilling part you've been waiting for, the value. While many circulated 1950D pennies may be found in pocket change for just a little over face value, the coins that are well preserved in uncirculated mint condition tell a very different story. At auctions, pristine examples of the 1950D Lincoln Wheat penny have reached prices as high as $2,500 in original market value. Imagine finding such a coin tucked away in an old collection and realizing you're holding a treasure worth thousands. That is the beauty of this coin, a humble 1-cent piece that transforms into a collector's dream when rarity and condition meet. So coin lovers, the 1950 VDB Wheat penny is not just another copper coin, it is a gem of history, a coin that carries stories, errors, and rarity, and one that continues to attract collectors in every city and every auction hall across America. Hold it, treasure it, and you might just be holding more than a penny, you might be holding a true fortune.